Right. Afternoon, everyone. How are we feeling? Got some energy?
Great.
Great.
Yay.
All right. Awesome. Well, we'll talk about some fun stuff. Going to talk about some games today. So my name's Jack O'Neill. I'm the CEO of Onekin Labs. It's a gaming studio. We do first and second party game publishing. But today I'm here to talk to you about our metaverse called Savannah. It's a 2D pixelated metaverse. And we're pretty excited about what we're building here. So, kind of getting why we got into this space generally is I'm a big proponent for blockchain for all of the great incentive schemes and different ways that we can organize. But the problem that we have, I think, that a lot of people we're focusing on is adoption, and so. Much like a lot of the, anyway, sorry, real quick, this is some of what our metaverse looks like. It's designed basically to work on a toaster in the middle of the ocean. Unlike a lot of the VR, AR, super, engine-intensive kind of metaverses, this is 2D pixelated, kind of has a Maple Story and/or Pokemon feel to it. And what we're really focusing on is bringing different communities together. So again, how we're building this is really going to kind of this big question that a lot of people have, which is how do we get the next million people into Web3? And a lot of the big mega funds that are coming out from the new fund from A16Z or Immutable are all betting that it's going to be gaming, and we are also in that camp firmly. I think that it's a great way to start getting into it. That the technology really lends itself again to the gaming space overall, and I love games, and so But we kind of asked this question to ourselves, specifically with gaming: how do we actually get people in? And honestly, I think the answer is a lot simpler than people are trying to really make it out. So we kind of have a few core tenets. So the first one, make it fun. So all of our games are designed to first and foremost find the fun, and they're all free to play. So basically, you can come in and start playing either Savannah or our other game that we just have a live beta for called Rugged Revenants that allows you to turn rugged NFTs into potentially valuable NFTs via gameplay and skill. And it's hosted directly inside of Savannah. So number one, make the games fun, make them accessible. And number two, make it easy. So the first start of this is we also do third-party game development with some of the biggest brands that are in the gaming space. So G Fuel, if you're familiar, is the Gatorade for esports. And are developing a really cool game with Meta Wizards as well, and a number of others that I'm not listing out here, that we're using to basically build out, a suite of really fun games that will live inside of Savannah that you will be able to jump out to directly, and two, we're basically building the common infrastructure so that we can use that and basically open source it to game developers and allow them to create new games all within Web3, and hopefully, basically having jump outs inside of Savannah. And basically, kind of going forward, making it easy. One thing, having been in the space for well over a year now, as far as NFTs go, both putting them on chain and buying them, and severely overexposed these days to JPEGs. But basically, is that the discovery of fun projects is really not a great process. If you're going through and trying to find what's a cool new NFT collection and/or Web3 project to get involved with, it's not an easy space to basically get into. You're either going to be on Twitter Spaces all day, you're going to be reading 10 different articles, whatever. So within Savannah, our goal is really to be like that discovery layer for Web3. And so, we have partners with all of the really top different projects in the Solana ecosystem, and we're going to be growing out to multiple chains. I see Mr. John Wu in the audience here, so yeah, incoming to Ava soon. But basically, as you can see, if you're familiar, these are some of the biggest projects in Solana. We have over 200 different NFT communities that are basically already integrated into our metaverse. And so I'll take you through a little bit what that means. And then finally, last core tenet is make it last. So all of our games that I mentioned are free to play. The only way to earn any kind of token in our thing is through action-driven issuance. So basically, like how much activity you're doing in Savannah, but also that is on the B2B side or on the kind of community side as well. How much activity that communities drive into our ecosystem, they will also be kind of like earning our token. We are really proud of kind of the tokenomics system that we've gone and put together. That's basically kind of the little entry into how we think about our games. But really the key focus areas within Savannah, these are the core tenets. So obviously one, first and foremost, having a bunch of fun games for people to go play. Two is the education front. So we have a Savannah University, and we're going to be having tons of different content for onboarding people into crypto generally, or to find out about new projects, new technologies that are out there. And so if you have anything that you would like to also put in there to teach people, definitely, come and talk to me. And then finally, the community aspect. So really connecting all of those different communities and giving them a fun place for all of the people inside of that community to engage, for DAOs to come together, and to be able to do all sorts of different things. This is what the current Savannah ecosystem looks like. These are all of our integrated partners that we have. So a number of different DAOs, tons of different NFT collections. They all get basically custom avatars so that you can play basically as your favorite JPEG, PFP inside of Savannah. And our Discord is about 32K. With these 200 different communities, we can touch about 300,000 different Web3 users, even pretty conservatively, to be honest. We're nutting the number down basically for duplicates within communities, but a really great reach. And then going past that on the community side, what we're building out, like if you go deeper than just having an avatar with us, one of the deeper levels we have is like building your own custom metaverse inside of Savannah. So with Monkey DAO, which is one of the biggest communities in Solana, and Solana Monkey Business, we're building them their own custom island that's actually gated with their NFTs. So you can't get to the island unless you're a monkey. And then once you get there, they're going to be having all sorts of different community activation events. We're basically looking at putting DAO tooling in there, allowing them to vote on proposals where everyone's kind of hanging out as their little JPEG monkeys in kind of this 8-bit fun monkey island different ecosystem. And we can do this for any project, again, based on their level of interest. So really kind of getting that together. A little bit more in the gaming space of just why we started in Solana, and it's also really kind of very simple as well. It's the volume, the users, the cost, and the speed. So all of these in this network really make a lot of sense for the gaming piece as well. So they have. They're seeing higher growth, but more so really when you're looking at the actual transactions, the transaction bands are much more similar to what existed in the traditional gaming space. So 0.1 Sol to 10 Sol is about 85–90% of all of the volume. So you're talking digital assets that cost between $3, up to like 300, and that's really where we see a lot of the opportunity. Our goal is to be creating hundreds of thousands of different cool digital assets and fun ways to play inside of the gaming space. Finally, the memes. I think people don't really understand that, or like maybe discount the fact, but like with Solana, like in general, they have great marketing. So for any of the L1s, it is actually very important. It keeps people engaged, and that's kind of a fun thing to for all of our users. This is a little bit of our roadmap, as you can see. So basically getting tons and tons of different experiences, mini games inside of Savannah, expanding into different chains, marketplace activities, the launching of our ecosystem currency, competitive gaming, and developer tools. Thank you.
Time's up, but thank you.
Our team's awesome. This is all our stuff.
Cool.
And,
amazing.
video of our stuff. So
Thank you so
are you
much.
fundraising, or are you just?
Yeah, we're fundraising. We're also open to grants for opening up, ecosystem funds as well. So we're
Awesome.
yeah, all different types of stuff. Yeah.
Sweet. Thanks.
Very much.
Thank you.